Almost beat the twins at level 18. Forgot I needed to kill them at the same time. Oof. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Whatever, it's gone now. Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. It's time for the... Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's time for Persona 5 Royal with Cheese. And more conversation. Does this mean like the last 30 hours of the game is gonna be conversation? Is this just a visual novel now? Now Reaper fight. I can't go do shit. It's too late. It's visual novel time.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I heard that somewhere.
Ryuji, we really need to pay attention to the election, please.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
You mean Drunk Man? Use him by his goddamn name.
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
You know, Makoto's trying to act calm and shit, but you know she's fucking over the moon right now, right? I'm surprised she's not just bouncing up and down.
He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
She gets to work with her sister. She's gotta be super excited.
On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Please don't kill me again. Don't let it take killing me again. That really fucking hurts, by the way.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
Okay, yes, Raven, you can set him on fire.
From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Can anybody imagine Sojiro in a government suit? Maybe with his hat.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
What would you have fucking done?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
I mean, we're still gonna go after him.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties.
Yeah, he'd be a cool G-Man. It's just like, can I really imagine him as a G-Man? Also, like, to be fair, yes, I got the shit beaten out of me, but I got some sick drugs. Can I get some of those drugs?
Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
And you know who can really think about this? All of this? Kamoshida. This would have never happened without his help. So thank you for being a complete dick, Kamoshida. You saved the world.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
There's chances are right.
The issue is simpler than that.
Everything is connected.
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Ah, so it's a Phantom Thief thing.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
By the way, you two, we really hate adults.
Yeah, we'll do it like always.
Everyone look at the cat, except for the people who just hear meows.
Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
Ryuji, you can really drop that pose. Holy shit.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Some coffee dad interrogation, mommy. You know who doesn't know that we survived? Probably really should. Did anybody tell Kasumi we're alive? Kind of important. The diet building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head.
I'd really like to know if Akechi's gonna shoot me.
Nobody against it?
It's kind of really important to know if Akechi's gonna shoot me.
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
That's it. You wanna go?
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
You wanna see what your persona is now, Sai?
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
Thank you, teacher. Teacher mommy.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
Yeah, so we should definitely meet up at the diet building. What the fuck am I gonna do there?
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Are we gonna kill him?
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
So there is a fatal flaw with this plan. There is an absolute Achilles heel to this plan, and that is I'm a silent protagonist. Morgana has a better chance of giving a statement than I do.
He'll officials say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
Yeah, I'd tell like an entire casino full of patrons, see ya. That's clearly the most important part.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
Actually, I got the perfect disguise. All I have to do is take off my glasses, right?
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Also, I didn't mention it, and I completely spaced on it, but congratulations on getting the dance
Finally
game.
made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Okay, so in my headcanon, Akechi is like a protagonist from an alternate Persona world who has made his way here, discovered the rules of this world and how to get into the metaverse, and then went completely insane. But he used to be a protagonist like Persona 3.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology.
Very, very long time.
I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research.
Also, is Window-chan cheating with Drunk Man? Is this was Window-chan in Drunk Man's corner the entire time?
I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Oh, I think Futaba's gonna rip all your testicles off.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root.
She's gonna tear your testicles out of your scrotum and tie them around your neck and choke you with them.
After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
Is asshole in alignment?
The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
Alright, tell you what, I will take the quiz after we get past this. I'll take the quiz live on stream.
Which is why I made them suspects.
How long is it?
Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
Holy shit, this is plot. This has been 2 hours of fucking plot.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister.
This is a very convoluted plan.
However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Oh god, if they improve the yen, I'm gonna pay so much for my figures.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me.
Plot straight out of Yakuza, but with crazy powers. To be fair, how much plot does Yakuza ever really have besides curb stomping people with bikes?
And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly.
I do not understand his motive. I mean, just straight power hungry. I don't pay anything for hentai.
When
What?
I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things finally settle down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
The chief's right. Let's take it easy for today. It's not every day you come back from the dead. Okay, let's take a look at this quiz. Let's see if I can scroll up and still find it. Holy shit. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Open the quiz. What do we got here? We'll jive to this music. What is your Shin Megami Tensei alignment? Quick explanation. Lawful, trust in authority, strength in organization, necessity for hierarchies, neutral, requirement of power checks, overtime window not be moved, chaotic individualism and meritocracy, personal freedom, dog eat dog, light, compromise, acceptance of others, dark, adherence to principles, conflict with those who disagree. Okay, let's start. How should society treat disabled people? That one. What is the ideal economic model? What are your opinions on immigration? That one. How should the worst criminals be punished by the government? Wow, these are awful. That one. How important are hierarchical structures in a country? That one. How important? Didn't I just do this one? Oh wait. Oh, okay. How important are hierarchical structures in a company? Is it company or country? It was country the first time, now it's company. That one. How should society treat homeless people? To which extent should citizens be able to protect themselves? That one. How often do you try to argue with other people? In real life? I'll do that one. Which revolutionary do you agree most with? That one. How should society treat LGBT? Oh, as equals. Are there any genocides that can be excused? No. Is sexism a problem in the modern age? Yes. Are stereotypes a problem? Yes. How much do you agree with the phrase "might makes right"? That one. How much do you agree with the phrase "from each according to his ability to each according to his needs"? That one. How much do you agree with the phrase "women and children first"? What is the best form of government? Wow. That one. Which side of the political compass do you lean towards most? There's definitely more than these. I'll do that one, just because. Which wave of feminism do you think should have been the last? This is a trick question. Should have been the last? There's two ways to read that with this answer. I'll go with that one because I don't. How often do you compromise when interacting with people? That one. What is the key question for your moral compass? That one. Alright. So, I am... Hang on a second, let me see what I missed in the chat. That is a very weird way to phrase that. Cheeto's a narcissist, psychotic, and a bunch of other shit. Man likes to read basics of empathy. Like every other pause, you can figure out where they started to become disappointing, assuming they're at least kind of decent before then. Cheeto was... There's no way this switched again, and 4 times, and he's always been a megalomaniac. Alright, I am... Light neutral. You believe in certain rules and many historical movements, and yet you do not think that society should be shaken much. Yet with these ideals, you rarely find yourself at odds with those who disagree with you. Half? Some of these questions were really weird. Some of these questions were really weird. Like, let's see here. Same hat. I can't afford. Let's just go through these quickly again. The LGBT one, I could have gone between two answers, like as equal or empower them. The feminism one is the one that really threw me, because it's first, second, third, fourth wave feminism, or none of them. And if you read none of them, that could go two ways. That could be like, there shouldn't be an end to feminism, or they shouldn't have existed. Like, that one was really weird. That one was really weirdly phrased. This is HG. My submissive and breedable oomphy when the Nintendo, then Nintendo now, but Dungeons and Dragons is literally just budget Persona, except the chill is busting more than a... What? Yeah, the feminism one is very strange. I don't agree with the way they phrased that one. Nintendo submissive. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. How are you, bestest? Like, okay, so here's how should society treat LGBT people? Pity them as equal, empower them, get rid of them. I could go with as equals or empower them, but there is a lot. I mean, I understand it's a quiz, but these are some pretty stark choices. It's an interesting quiz. I know they could have only gone so far. I'm not sure I agree. I agree half, I guess, with my ruling. I don't know. Alright, enough of that. Good. You came in... I don't know what the context is, but as a certified bisexual, I just want to come out of the closet with my grandma kicking me out. I was doing a... Hang on, let's see if I can scroll up and I'll find the link for you. Here it is. I was doing a link that Raven gave us. It is a Shin Megami Tensei alignment quiz. It's basically 20 questions and chooses good, chaotic, or neutral, and whether you're on the light or dark side of it. So that's what we were running through. And it's basically a bunch. How do you feel about a lot of society? Those type of questions. What kind of philosophies do you agree with? Yeah. It only took a few minutes, so I decided, now that we've got all the way... Got light chaos, wow. I kind of expected to be a little bit more light chaos, but I was light neutral. Gray chaos? Alright. And anyway, we got past like an hour and a half of exposition, and I'm like, let's take a look at this quiz.
So...
Oh, by the way, the police report on your death isn't going to show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijime worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine.
Well, how do I put this?
And I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a phantom thief. They can't really go announcing what the phantom thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. Alright, what do you have to say?
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kinda came in handy.
How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone?
Did you tap my fucking phone? Making him bald! Yeah, but, you know, if he wasn't bald, he wouldn't have that sick goatee, though.
Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Even more exposition.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
Sure. Oh, you still have stuff to say?
It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
Sure.
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If
If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more?
Go ahead!
Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai Nijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room. But nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more?
Fill in those plot holes!
Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough.
Okay, that didn't happen.
I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi. This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now?
Sure.
Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version.
Alright, I'm with you so far.
But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the hallway, right?
Right.
Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi.
Who was there why?
And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up, though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end. Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor.
That poor dude.
But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon.
Because Sai would think he was there in her Yeah, I guess that's true.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did.
My brain is going to leak out my ears.
I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else.
There's an innocent Akechi tied up. Yeah, that's kind of hot, isn't it?
And seriously, well done.
Man, if you guys had not been around, I'd probably be done. Alright, Morgana. At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you? Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating Phantom Thieves. Are you guys just here to watch me sleep?
Yeah.
Same old attic. I
I'm
guess I'll
gonna
go to
head
bed.
back then.
I guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Sleep.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Yeah, that's the best part of this plan.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
So when you had that deal with Akechi, he was already planning on killing him? Yeah, he probably... If he thought he had an opening, he probably would have done it. I doubt he would have stopped if I was in his shoes.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep.
Like the end of my life or the end of the Phantom Thieves? Because I really kind of just want to keep you as a cat. Aw.
You know, something that Futaba said before. When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
Yeah, he did say something. It was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa.
It was thighs.
Then we'd better let her know you're safe now.
Yeah, somebody probably should have been in charge of that.
And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
You gonna bring her to my room? Apparently, Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. Pale as fuck thighs. She is a gymnast. Well, actually, no. Leotards don't cover her thighs. Not the tops of them. Unless she's got, like, really super high leggings.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Is Morgana in Ryuji's bag? Please tell me yes.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal.
Aw, that'd been great.
Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track.
It's chaotic dark, just like the absolute worst thing you can get.
Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're a bad teacher. I am, thanks. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school, just take care of yourself. You could come take care of me too. Is it true the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from his family that he'll be absent for a bit. The headcanon is Morgana missed you last. It doesn't want to leave you for a second. Oh. Kind of like this one over here. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Man, this is sick. I get to stay home all day. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. No problems here. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to talk to him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey,
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's the day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up. Ryuji's kept his mouth shut. It's a fucking Christmas miracle. Let's try and think of the keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's been behind all those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like him to join, but... will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I could throw off anyone who tells us with my blazing speed! Alright, let's have him join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen, so that's a first. Okay, well let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
I'll take off my glasses. Oh shit, I can't see crap. Turns out after all this time, I actually need my glasses.
You going out?
I look so stupid. That's the plan.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
I look so dumb.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met. What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
This is definitely how you do incognito. Be the only one in a hoodie.
You think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him.
Do your thing.
Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Also, I'm really cute.
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
You sound so sincere right now.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
I swear that's Matt Mercer.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
I should go.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay? We should all think about this tonight.
It's a good idea I came here. I've heard him use a similar voice,
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Enraged, I tell you.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
I still feel like you should probably have supplied Morgana with some apology sushi now that you know he's not just a cat.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Excuse us, Phantom Thief shit. I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for people who would most like to for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
You didn't try bar. Have you tried bar? Go back and say, like, bar. Conditions met.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but he still creeps me out. You're not gonna let me do anything. Can't go shopping. Let's check Shady Commodities. We haven't looked at this. Welcome to the alluring world of Tanaka's Shady Commodities. Hello, Japanese Trump. This site uses text-to-speech for an easy-to-understand shopping experience. You can obtain rare and unusual items through Shady Commodities. Purchases will be delivered in a few days. You can only order one package at a time. More products will become available from Shady Commodities as you purchase more items. Try investing and see what valuables are stocked in the future. Forget any silly doubts and skepticism you might have and just sign up now! Oh, I'll take a look. This site is incredibly shady, so you gonna sign up? Sure. Is it a good idea to use your real name on a site like that? I'm gonna have to use my real credit card. I'll use Joker. Your codename, huh? That's a good idea. Welcome, this is Tanaka's Shady Commodities. Mr. Joker, you've opened the door to possibilities that normal people can only dream of. Now you can find all the rare items you could possibly want. No, I can't, because you do not sell, Mercury. 5-inch nil, Hell Megatama, Cyclone Megatama. Just leveled up Megatamas. Sure. There, bought your entire stock. Please provide better items. So far, you've spent a total of 34,000 yen. Good news, Mr. Joker. Why, you've already spent over 10,000 yen. Your member rank is now black. You can now purchase all of our black tier products. Your order will arrive soon. We understand your excitement, but we ask for your patience. We hope to see you again soon. Oh, I do have a nice. Let's decorate. Put that. I hear Kamade can rake in good luck for businesses. Maybe LeBlanc will serve fancier food if they make more money. Are you insulting the food?
Hey!
That's the swan boat in Inokashira Park, right? Maybe me and Lady Han can go someday. Alright, what about the ramen bowl? The ramen bowl you got from Ogikubo, huh? It's so realistic. I'm getting hungry. The king piece.
Wow!
That's the king piece used in shogi, right? It's so huge. I know they say bigger is better, but I wonder if that's really true. I mean, I'm so... Wow! Alright, the giant ball. A giant doll. That must bring back memories of Sudabashi. When you can leave your room, you should try that second-hand shop again. Yeah. All right, the Jack Frost doll.
Hey!
That's the first prize you got. I had no idea that crane games were that fun. They're kind of a giant scam, but sure. Okay, let's just let you look at your items. More shopping. Why not? Oh, okay. Let me out! I'm going stir crazy! Oh my... Wait, hang on a sec. It's got the hoodie on.
Hey!
Alright. Just curious. Alright, let's, make some coffee.
Hey!
Can bring Kawakami over here. That's good. I don't got anything better to do.
Yes! All right.
Coffee facts? Yeah. I was kind of curious if it would show me the new menu though. Hey, coffee facts. How come Kawakami doesn't get any coffee facts? She needs to learn about coffee. This aroma. This is Brazilian number 2/18.
Let me explain.
Brazilian number 2/18. Brazil produces the most coffee in the world. Their beans are known to be of high quality, have a balanced acidity, and a bitter finish. Also known as Santos, number 218 is one of the most popular Brazilian coffees. 2 stands for the quality, and the 18 is for the bean size.
Yeah.
Yes, love my coffee. It was thanks to you that I was able to change. You really are something. But I won't let you have the upper hand when it comes to coffee. Although I have no doubts, your skills will soon surpass my own. I am overjoyed to have a competent apprentice. Allow me to act as your lead for a little longer.
Well then.
And that's how we inherited the shop. Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? What a sore loser. Innocent? Make no sense. We do need new authority. Can't go wrong leaving things to Masayoshi Shido. And so nothing was resolved. Mad Cannon as he gives the shop to Haru. I bet he has Joker in there in some way. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Are you alive? Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. That's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for a meeting. I wonder if anybody's figured out the keyword. I don't know, but we're gonna have to call it an episode for YouTube here. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Twitch will continue in just a second.